Jay here. I'm here to bring you a review on Dragon Ball Super episode 53, English dub. Okay, at the beginning of this episode, it goes to Whis, Beerus, and Goku flying the Universe 10. And, like, after that, it goes to Zamasu and Gowasu. And Zamasu is making Gowasu some tea. And Guasu's going like, yeah, I can tell you have a good heart by the way you make this tea or something like that. And Zamasu starts telling Goasu like there's something that's like kind of been bothering me or been on my mind lately. Like the mortals we watch. Why do we watch them do this endless cycle of impurity, war, and or something like that? Why don't we just end this cycle? And Gowasu is like, that's like not what we do. We're gods of creation. We're just there to watch the mortals. The only ones that can interfere is the gods of destruction. Then Gowasu tells Zamasu, learn to know your place and learn to know mortals better. Then Beerus, Whis, and Goku show up out of nowhere. So as soon as Beerus, Whis, and Goku get there, Gowasu introduces Zamasu to them, like saying that he's his apprentice, like Supreme Kai. And then Goku runs up real quick to fucking Zamasu and tells him like, "Hi, I'm Goku. So you're this Supreme Kai of this universe, and you're really bulky and everything, like feeling on everything." And Zamasu's like, "What is a mortal doing here? Like, what is Beerus doing with a mortal?" And Goku's like freaking out, like, "Can you fight me? Can you fight me? I want to fight you." Then Beerus walks up and grabs Goku's ears and just tosses him to the side. But before Beerus like grabbed Goku's ear and tossed him out the way, Zamasu, like, since he was being like, I guess Goku was being too close to him and feeling on his body and everything, he raised up his hand like this, like he was gonna like swing at Goku, but then Gowasu like screamed at him, tell him to stop, and then Gowasu apologized to Beerus like, "Oh, I'm sorry for like his outburst." Then going back to where I was, Gowasu starts saying like, "What are you here for? Can I help you?" And then Goku's like, "Oh, can I spar with you?" Like, and then Zamasu's like, "You wanna fight me? What?" And then like that happens. Like Beerus, like he grabs Goku's ear and tosses him out the way. Like, we don't have time for that right now. Then we start explaining like there's been a mortal that showed up in Universe 7 that has a time ring. And Zamasu's like, "A time ring? What's that?" And then Goasu's like, "That's impossible because only a Supreme Kai could use a time ring." They also told like Gowasu and Zamasu that the person who showed up in Universe 7, like the being, he looks like Goku. And they're like, Then Gowasu starts going on like, "Oh, we have our time rings like put away in a safe location." And then here's this like, "Can we see them? Like, can we see the time rings?" And then you see Gowasu like open a case. Like first they went inside a room, then came back out. Then you see him like open like a treasure box or a case and show them like their time rings are right here, like they're all present. And then Beerus and Whis are like, so the mystery continues, like the search continues and everything. And then you in the background you see Goku like going like this, following Zamasu, trying to beg him to fight him. Goku even does the little like respect little thing that he does, like he gets all respectful and goes, "Oh, would you fight me, sir?" Like, and all that shit, like. And then Gowasu says out of nowhere, "Well, you might as well just spar with him, Zamasu. Like, just fight him. It'll teach you more about like mortals and everything." And then Zamasu agrees, like, he's like, "Okay, yes, sir." And then Goasu's like, "You're gonna have to hold your punches back." And then Goku's like, "What? No, no, no. I don't want him to hold back. I want him to come at me with full power. Like, don't hold back." And Beerus, he told Zamasu that if he holds back, he's gonna die. So then it goes to Future Trunks and Universe 7. And he's talking with Krillin, and he's asking him, "So, have you settled down, like, and had a family and everything?" And Krillin's like getting like kind of nervous, like, yeah, I have, like, yeah, you know. And he's like, "Who?" And then Android 18 walks like outside to them, and then Future Trunks is like, "Android 18," and he's grabbing onto his sword, like getting ready to attack. And Krillin's like, "No, no, watch out, what? That's my wife. Android 18 is my wife. Like, I married her, and yeah, she's good now and everything." And Future Trunks is kind of awkward, like, "Oh, okay, like, okay." And then it shows them looking like a family and everything. And then Trunks is like, "Oh, I'm gonna go check up on my mom." Then you see Trunks like go check up inside the lab with Bulma and everything. He's like, "How's it going, Mom?" And they're all like saying like it's going good, and all the preparations are like going good and everything. She's building the time machine and everything. Then Future Trunks goes out to, I guess, the yard or something, and he's like sitting down like thinking about like Goku Black and everything. And you see Mai like kind of love struck over him. And then it does like some little scenes where the Pilaf gang kind of does some plan where Shu gets hurt, Mai has a band-aid, and she comes and gives him a band-aid. She gets embarrassed, and Future Trunks doesn't know what's going on. He thinks it's a freaking play. And you see Kid Trunks trying to get lovey-dovey with Kid Mai. It's just a funny few little scenes, you know. And then it goes back to Goku about to fight Zamasu, and right off the back he turns Super Saiyan 2. And Goku starts saying like, "Oh wow, you're like the second god like I've ever fought." And Goasu's like, "Is that true, Beerus?" And he's like, "How is he alive then?" And then Goku rushes like towards Zamasu and like tries to like swing at him and everything. Then Zamasu tries to not like hit him like Beerus did in the Battle of God's Arc, where he tried to hit him in the neck, but Goku deflected it by like putting like a blast right there. And as Goku's fighting him, he's feeling like a similar like power. Like it feels like black. So Goku starts whooping Zamasu's ass, like overpowering Zamasu. And Zamasu's like, "What the fuck? This is immortal? Like what the fuck's going on?" And right when Goku was about to deliver like the final blow, Goku goes like close to Zamasu's face, but doesn't like do nothing to him, and just turns off Super Saiyan and like thanks Zamasu, like, "Oh, thank you, like, thank you. We should do this again sometime." Like usually what Goku says, and he's trying to shake Zamasu's hand, and Zamasu starts going like this again, But Gawasu starts screaming at him again, and then like he doesn't do anything. Once that was done, Bear starts saying like he's seen the time rings and he just wants to go eat his dessert, and he says he's leaving. So then they leave, and while they're leaving, like of course he said goodbye to Gawasu and everything. While they're leaving, like inside, I don't know what you call it. I guess fucking warp speed or light speed or whatever they're going. They start talking, saying that their suspicion that Zamasu is black has come to like a confusion where they don't know if it's him or not. And Beerus is like, why don't I just dispose of him now? Like, why don't I just destroy him now? And Goku's in the back like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. He seemed like a cool guy to me. And Beerus is like, that's because you have too much trust in people. Then it goes back to Zamasu and Kawasu, and they're talking about how Zamasu learned a lesson and blah blah blah, all that bullshit. And Kawasu tells Zamasu to go make him some tea, and Zamasu just starts saying, yeah, I've learned a lesson, alright. I'll never forget you, Goku. And then the episode ends. So this episode was like, it was a fucking dope episode. Like the fight between Zamasu and Goku, that little fight, that was a little dope fight. Like where kind of Zamasu, like he thought Goku was like a weakling, and Goku kind of proved him that mortals aren't weak. And Trunks kind of, seeing that Android 18 is Krillin's wife, that was fucking hilarious to see how awkward he got and everything. This episode was a dope episode. It was not like an action, just fucking amazing episode, but it was a dope episode. I can't wait to see more of this arc. Like I say in all my reviews, like my latest reviews, since this arc is so fucking dope. But I can't wait to see the next episode because it's even better than this episode. So I'm Jay, and this is my review on Dragon Ball Super episode 53, English dub. Thank you for watching.